Welcome to another episode of Stage Etiquette. Being on your phone during a rehearsal on stage. This is a very big topic, and it's an important topic, and it's something actually that can, as a freelancer, prevent you more than anything else from being hired again. I've actually covered this topic in a previous video very briefly, and along with other stage etiquette topics within that video. So I will link that video in the description here. The main rule with phones being on the stage during a rehearsal, while a rehearsal is happening, is to not do it. But phones are such a part of our everyday lives now, and everyone is on their phone at some point during a certain type of rehearsal. So you just need to know when it's possibly okay to maybe be on your phone. But having said all that, saying that there's generally you shouldn't be on your phone during the rehearsal, there are some exceptions. A very common situation that you're likely to find yourself in eventually is in a rehearsal for a Pops concert, or like a kiddie concert program where it's just a list of like 20 2-minute tunes. And being a wind or a brass player, especially, even more especially a piccolo player, is that you only play maybe 4 of those songs. So like you might have a part for tune number 2, 5, 12, and 18. But if you're staying on stage and it's like 2, 3, 4 tunes in a row, and you can't get off, or you shouldn't get off because you have no idea when to come back on, because sometimes all the songs sound the same for these kinds of programs, you're just stuck sitting there. And that's when the phones start coming out from the musicians. So that can happen definitely. But just a few things to consider. Know that if you do have your phone out, to try to make an effort to be as discreet as possible. Most musicians have their phone right up on their music stand, or have it kind of the glow kind of blocked a little bit by another hand. Make some kind of effort to be discreet, because people can tell, the conductor can tell. So having said that, if you're right in front of the conductor, if you happen to be sitting right in front of the conductor, I wouldn't be on your phone no matter what. I would say read the room. If you see other musicians getting their phones out, then yeah, it's probably okay, in the wind section. I wouldn't take your cue from the brass section or like the trombones. They just kind of do their own thing back there. But if the principal clarinet and the other flutes in your section are on your phone, then yeah, go for it. It's always a little iffy if you're brand new, or if you're a first time sub, and you're in that situation and other people have their phones out. I don't know. I would be safe and just don't be on your phone. Just sit there for the songs and wait till it's your turn to play. That's what I would do if I was a first-time sub somewhere, and you just need to be careful. But if I'm somewhere rehearsing with a group where I'm a well-established player, and there's, you're getting into the 4th song that you don't play, then yeah, I'll bring out my phone. Another thing to consider when you're on your phone, or just remember, is that if you're doing some games like solitaire or the Candy One Crush or something, if you're just playing games on your phone, know that some game apps have a default automatic sound. Even if you have your volume off and your sound off on your phone, I've had one game app, I don't remember which one it is. I think it was Solitaire. I wasn't on stage, but I was right backstage, and I was on my phone. This was a concert, actually. But anyway, I remember sort of traumatized by it. I was just playing this solitaire game, and then the game an ad came up, and the sound was full blown. It was like Vegas slot machine sounds and stuff, and I panicked. I couldn't get it to turn off, and I just had to run away. And I'll always remember that. So just know when you're on stage, some apps can have a default like hello, or say something, or ads will pop up. So just something to consider. And also remember, as I said in the very beginning, as a freelancer, you can easily not be hired again because you did something like you were on your phone when you shouldn't have been, or other stage etiquette, unspoken rules that I've gone over before in previous videos. Things like having food on stage or being late, or those kinds of things count way more to being rehired than your ability to play your part. I mean, you need to be able to play your part, but you don't have to be the most amazing flute player in order to get rehired. What really, really counts are these etiquette topics that I've gone over. Overall, I would say if you are in doubt, just don't do it. Just sit there. It's not going to hurt anything if you just sit there and wait on the stage and wait till it's your time to play your song. And just use common sense. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Lastly, I would hope that this goes without saying, but don't ever, never be on your phone on stage during a concert. Even if it's a Pops concert or a Kitty concert or whatever. It looks so tacky. The audience can tell, they can see the glow, your colleagues will know, and worst of all, the conductor is going to know. So just don't be on your phone during a concert, even if you don't play 5 songs in a row. If you found this video useful, please hit subscribe so you'll be in the loop for future videos like this and other videos. I'm covering all topics about freelancing. Thanks for watching, and I will see you at the next video.